Welcome back to Chasing News. I'm Bill Spadea. Teresa Guidice, one of the stars of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, back in the news. Not for anything she's done on the show, this time for pics on social media. Take a look at these pictures. That is Teresa and her 9-year-old daughter. Now, the pictures were posted to her Instagram account, and of course, right away, hundreds of people commenting, some positive, saying, what a nice looking family. Others saying, well, some really derogatory things about the way the young girl is dressed. So the question is, what do you think? Let's bring in our A+ panel, Afia Yunus and Matt Rooney. Afia, I'm going to start with you. You are a fan of reality television.
Full disclosure, I'm addicted.
Okay,
yes.
So let's get that out of the way. But, you know, we've had this conversation on the show before, you and I, about modesty, both of us coming down on a similar side, that people should be more modest. But I look at this and think, it's a kid's birthday party. You're going to be wearing a lot less on the beach for the most part.
I have an issue here. I have two issues. Number one is, as parents, I have 2 daughters. We're responsible for teaching them values, and especially for young girls nowadays. I think it's so important that we teach them you don't have to use your body or even expose your body to seek attention or validation, and that we should teach them that you don't have to fit in, and you will be forced to find your own self-identity by being different.
Now, Matt, to that point, the kids are incorporated into the show. If you go through her Instagram account, there are dozens and dozens of pictures, kids on the beach. It seems that one of the comments that a couple people made were commenting more on the makeup that the young girl is wearing rather than the skin exposure.
Yeah, I mean, Afia and I were talking about this. I think sometimes we have child rearing backwards these days. On the one hand, we're dressing them and teaching them to act on social media like they're 35, but at the same time, we're not teaching the financial and life skills where they can move out of the house before 35. We're completely mixing it up, and unfortunately, sorry, Afia, this reality TV stuff is making it worse.
Well, is it? I mean, not for the Guidice family necessarily. I mean, you know, a couple years in prison aside, they seem to be doing pretty well financially, and the kids are part of the show. I mean, this seems to be, we saw this phenomenon with the Kardashians. We see it with other reality television stars.
And to give it context, I think that's why she's under greater scrutiny than the rest of us, and that's kind of what you sign on for when you put your life out there and you put photos of your daughter.
How much blame, though, of the people on the internet that are trolling these accounts? I mean, honestly, if you don't like what you see, block them, don't look, don't visit it. To take the time to comment on somebody else's kids, I find ridiculous.
It's no different than what the ancient Romans used to do when they used to throw people to the lions. We've always liked, as humans, watching train wrecks. So the people that are clicking on it and following this stuff on Instagram and watching it on TV, again, sorry, Afia, bear just as much responsibility.
No judgment.
Yeah.
No judgment.
All right, gotta leave it there, guys. Hey, thanks for watching Chasing News tonight. We appreciate being invited into your living rooms every night. Remember, speaking of social media, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Bill Spadea. Follow the show at Chasing News on Twitter and Instagram as well, and we'll see you tomorrow night.